I've really just been meditating on this phrase of like, creativity must persist. It's a board meeting, you know what I'm saying? It's a board meeting. So get comfy, you know what I'm saying? Relax. Amen. Just relax, relax, relax. Hey everyone, it's me, Hallease, endeavoring to persevere. As always, if you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life. Subscribe, follow, social media, all of the things. Welcome to the board meeting. Welcome to the Halleasian side of the internet, where, I'm going to present to you what the goals are for Q1 and Q2 of 2024. Project number one, which I am so excited about, is not even a film project. Mr. Hallease has been writing for years now, and he has this backlog of like over 50 short stories. And I love listening to his podcast, How Does This End? And I actually took one of his short stories and I developed it into a script. And I am now working with an artist based in the UK, Edgar Lushaju, to take a scene from that script and develop a proof of concept scene from it. So that way I can begin to shop out the idea of a graphic novel. Y'all, I'm so excited about this. This project has been really fun for me the last couple weeks. And just to see what Edgar's been able to create so far has been mind blowing. And so the way I've been paying for Edgar's services so far as the illustrator has just been through the Patreon. So patreon.com/Hallease, and basically the last month and a half of Patreon money has just been going to Edgar. And in the first few weeks of January, he's going to be wrapping up the proof of concept scene that he's been working on. And so from there, I'll actually kind of take off my creativity hat and then put on my producer hat, right? Because then, self-funding the proof of concept scene, but now it's about, okay, how do I get the funding to do the rest of it, right? To finish out the story with Edgar. So I feel like I'll have one of two routes to go with that. The first one will be Edgar finishes the proof of concept scene. I then work on a pitch deck for said series, start shopping that idea to, agents of graphic novels and publishers. If any of y'all know anybody, forward this video at will. Or the other route I'm debating is doing a small Indiegogo kind of situation to basically cover Edgar to finish the script and launch the first book, essentially. That's the first project. Again, super excited about it. Love it. So excited to work with Edgar. Second project, I have had this idea for this kind of vertical horror comedy series thing. Sprinkled in here, right? Sprinkled in here with my YouTube Shorts content and whatnot. And I've already written 3 scripts for it. And I'm actually working with some colleagues of mine who I've worked with for traditional client stuff who, they be living in Cinema 4D land and they be living in After Effects to kind of help me through the visual effects side of this. And I'm excited about this project in particular. One, because it's a completely original idea. I've written the first 3 episodes myself. I'm excited for this project because it'll also push me cinematically. I think it will really force me to really think about lighting with intention and blocking with intention, narrative film blocking, if you will, but all vertical. So that's a different kind of blocking, which I'm excited about. Think about practical effects and visual effects and how to film with those things in mind, that kind of problem solving. So I'm really excited about this project because I just think it'll check a lot of boxes, but also push me creatively in ways that I haven't challenged myself in a while, I feel. Third project I'm working on is just being a little more conscious on here about making sure I'm always giving tangible value to you as the viewer of this content. So I've had some really great growth on Instagram with a lot of my vertical series around managing money as a creative, how I pay myself as a creative. And I've also posted that content here, but just making sure there's also a long form version of that content because I can tell that it's really adding value for people and I want to continue to add that value. So something I'm finna do is, dust off the newsletter because y'all, my newsletter is laughably like non-existent, first of all, laughably non-existent. Stumblewell.com/newsletter is where you can go to sign up for it, because with these longer form series, again, I'm all about tangible takeaways. So with these longer form series, like maybe when I do these videos, I'll put out a PDF to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to rewatch the video if you don't want to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Happy for the views. Thank you. But again, it's about like actually building community. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's the content I wish I had when I was starting my creative career, or it's the stuff that people taught me, my peers who were a couple years ahead of me taught to me in private, and I just really appreciated that. And so I just see it as paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? Give and it'll come back to you. Amen. Good measure, press down, shake it together, running over. Amen. That's what those series are. Again, I'm gonna, pretend there's some dust here, but going fitting the dust off the newsletter, so that way I can connect with y'all directly with that stuff and you can have it. Fourth thing I'm working on in the background, a new class. So y'all know I be teaching on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I be teaching on the internet. So my first class that I ever made in 2020, the Intro to Premiere Pro class, is long overdue for a revamp, because Premiere Pro has changed so much since then. Like, the class is still relevant, but then also like not. Like Premiere can just do so much new stuff now. So since October time, I have been rewriting that class to include all the new things Premiere Pro can do, but also tweak it to make it more about like holistically telling stories as well online. So really for like a content creator perspective of like, yes, let's click the icon and open Premiere and don't be scared, don't run away, you know what I'm saying? But then also getting into the nitty gritty of like, let's talk about the 3-act structure of storytelling. Let's talk about the mise en scène. Let's talk a little bit about Kurt Vonnegut's theory of like question mark, exclamation point, period for storytelling. Let's talk about a cold open, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. And that's going to take a minute. Again, I've been working on writing that class since October. Go ahead and put me down on your schedule for another board meeting and at like, let's say June 2024, God willing, amen. Put me down for another board meeting, June 2024, and we could talk about that again. All that being has said, I think that more or less concludes our board meeting for the Halleasian side of the internet, what you can expect to see from me either on here or like in various forms. And of course, in between there, hopefully I get a brand deal or two. Amen. Look, I'm going to speak that for myself, a brand deal or two. So again, ojalá que sí, I see you in the new year. Because I want that. I want that for you. I want that for me. I want that for everybody. I want to see you in the new year. In the comments below, questions, concerns, meditations, affirmations are welcome. Because that's the only way I can really communicate with you. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If there's things that you want to make sure that I know about that you would like me to try to do, comments below. Again, I'm Hallease, endeavoring to persevere as always, and on this channel I document my chaotic good life. Subscribe, follow, social media, all of the things. Big shout out to my Patreon producers, especially for the last month and a half, because y'all been paying for Edgar and I really appreciate that. Patreon.com/Hallease. There you get early access to my content, exclusive content, merch, and more. It's a good time. Again, I'm Hallease. I'll see you when I see you, which is in 2024.